right, guys, welcome back to the round table. For this edition, we are reviewing a gun I'm actually pretty excited about talking about, to be honest with you. This is the Costa VIP, and this one's in 45. They do also make it in 9, which is something personally I'd be very interested in trying. For those of us who are fans of the 2011 segment, there's a whole series of guns that came out this year from STI, and then a handful of the custom manufacturers are also getting on board with making a carry 2011 traditionally. I mean, these have existed. There's the DS40 and there's a few others out there, but this is really a for-purpose carry pistol. And I've been kind of dying to get my hands on this. So at around $2,500 bucks, we'll see how they actually land. There's a lot of gun. It's slide light and tri-top slide. You've got the chopped and cut trigger undercutting, and it's kind of like a smaller scale version of like the DVCs, so it's not quite as thick. It's actually a little more
TreeBark grip.
Yep, and it seems to be knocked down a little bit on the carry side, so that's nice. You do have a rail section here. Heine straight 8 sights. It's kind of everything you need, right? If you were going to pick parts for a 2011 to carry, this would probably be the one. I have been super excited about this because I'm still struggling with finding a full-size carry gun that not only I think would be a good carry piece, that's easy to find, but one that I think would be cool.
That's cool.
Yes.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, so I'm looking at a couple of the other ones as well, and I don't know, I will probably end up with 9mm. I have my own reasons for that. Nothing wrong with 45. Other than to say, we've talked about this before with these like 4-inch 1911s, where they lighten them up and they make them carryable, and I just find that they become unfun to shoot, right? And when I get to like $2,000+ for a pistol, I also would like it to be super, super fun to shoot.
Fair enough.
Right? And so this one in 45 is a little aggressive for what I'm looking for. I think in 9 this is probably exactly what I'm looking for. But I have to judge it in the 45. It is certainly a good gun. It is reliable. It is going to garner a thumbs up from me. Qualified with, I'm really excited to see what the 9 looks like. So I'm just being super honest. And maybe for those of you who shoot full size, you've got like 2 1911s down your pants right now. I'm a girl. Don't judge me. So
we're both girls.
Yeah,
we're going that same route.
I think
I have room.
Yes, exactly. Adam, maybe a little different on this, but anyway, it's a great looking piece. It's well done. I like the cuts, the lines on it. All the Costa stuff is one of those things where like I have to like remind myself that they're cool, because I'm not a big logo guy myself, and his brand took a little taint there for a little bit, But I mean, generally speaking, all the guns that have come out with his name on it have been awesome, right?
Yeah.
And so this is no exception. So this is the Costa VIP 2011 in 45, and it'll be a thumbs up for me as we get there. But
Now I'm mad because Mark said everything that I was going to say,
right?
Including about being a girl.
You couldn't let her have that.
Right? That one thing. That's all I got. I like everything on this gun. I like the grip texturing. I like the sights. They're Heine straight 8 sights, which I usually do pretty well with, although I struggled a little bit on this one. But yeah, you can definitely tell it's a 45 when you're shooting it. And I kind of have the same feeling as Mark. I'm not sure I would have as fun taking this out and shooting 200 rounds through it.
Yeah.
But it is noticeably softer shooting than a lot of single stack 45s that I've shot.
Well, we shot it like right after the VP9 and 9mm, and it wasn't like a horrible.
It wasn't a huge difference from
It manages the 45 well. It's not what I'm looking for.
Yeah, it's just not quite as fun. And as far as I always have trouble with the double stack carry 2011s in 45 because I kind of feel like you're only gaining really 2 extra rounds. This is a 10-round mag versus an 8-round mag in your standard single stack. You're only gaining 2 extra rounds with the 45.
Right.
Now with the 9, I feel like you're kind of getting a bit more out of that.
What do you get, like 16?
Probably. What do you get out of the 100?
Yeah, 14, 15. Probably.
Yeah, 14, 15 versus.
It'd be like carrying a Glock 19 around.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So I kind of feel exactly like Mark. I like this gun, but I would want it in 9mm.
Yep.
It's definitely a cool gun. It's definitely nice shooting for 45, but we've all been so darn spoiled by all of our nice 9mm that it's hard to go back to the good old 45 ACP.
This is going to be a third repeat of what you guys just said. I mean, I have a Kimber Ultra Compact Carry 2, and I liked this gun more in the 45. I think the trigger in this weapon, given my Kimber, is much easier to use. You liked the grip. I was not a fan of the grip
I
at
like the
all.
grip.
See, I think you put 200 rounds through this at 45, I think it would chew your hands right up. No, maybe not a 9 necessarily. But I concur with you two that I would love to shoot this
Well, it's an
weapon.
interesting point because there's just 3 people who have unbelievably aggressive guns as far as texture goes for their competition pistols, so we're all really, really used to it.
So
you're more
the layman,
PJ hands.
my soft lotioned hands.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you can't have rough hands and work the
No,
console.
I mean I gotta let that slide. Smooth, babe. So you guys are used to this kind of grip, but I think for those of us that are not competition shooting, that just really enjoy the art and the fun, obviously for self-defense in around the home too. I think this grip is a little much for me. So there's my take.
It's actually a pretty easy thing to knock down if you need to.
Sure. Yeah, and you can change them out too as well.
I really like it. I mean, I'm a connoisseur of the type for 1911s and 2011s. I have been looking for a while to find one that's more appropriate for appendix carry. So I can carry the full-size one in appendix, but the full-size grips tend to print against the shirt with my particular physique. So I've been looking for something a bit shorter. So I've been looking at the CCO sized guns for a long time, and I really like this one. I am a Costa groupie, so I'm a fan. So I don't really mind that the logo's on there, because I think it's cool. And the gun itself without the logo is also, it's just a, it's a design that I'm into. I like the end mill cuts on it and stuff like that.
That's a sexy gun.
It is.
It is.
And I like the texture on the grip. It's perfectly stippled for the application that it was intended for me. It's got the right double undercuts and everything. What I did also like about it too, in the smaller guns in 45, they tend to be hard to hold on to. I think we said that in the Nighthawk review.
That was the one that I struggled with.
The commander size Nighthawk.
Yep.
And what I noticed about this one in full power 45, being a double stack gun, it does give you more real estate to wrap up the gun with your hands, so you do have a bit more control of a full power 45.
Yeah, I preferred this to the Commander.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
No question.
I really like it. The only bad thing about it is that this particular one is going to have an unfortunate accident on the way back to the factory. And
Can you get lost?
it's never going to be found again.
I'll have to back
It's
the
very,
truck.
it's very strange.
Yeah.
Very strange.
I hate it when that happens.
That's what they
Yeah.
get for throwing the Ambi on there.
Right.
It's their fault.
That's where you went wrong. But I would take it in 9 or 45. I carry 45 more because that was what the chassis was designed to shoot. So that, 1911s just tend to be more accurate or more reliable in 45. So I shoot 45, but I'd have no problem carrying this in either 9 or 45, and it's really a form factor that I've been looking for. So I am in great danger of picking one of these up myself. So
Cool. So it's a thumbs up for
thumbs
you.
up.
Total thumbs up for me. I wish I'm having some what do you call it? Buyer's remorse. I do dig my Kimber a lot.
I'll give you like $200 for that.
Oh, would you really? Wow, you are a generous soul.
Bro deal.
This by far for me would be, again, nothing against Kimber, but this.
Well, it's twice the price too, so let's not.
I get that,
There's a lot of gun there.
but I mean, if you're really gonna go big, man.
Right on.
What's your life worth?
Seriously.
Is it worth $2,000?
I really like this gun. I like the texturing. I like all the contouring and everything. I just personally don't want it in 45. I
Yep.
want it in 9. I'd give it a meh in 45, definite thumbs up in 9. And again, that's just my personal preference. It's still a great gun.
It's a thumbs up. There's no question about it. It's an awesome pistol. Yeah, I'd like to see one in 9 and make a decision for myself.